Conversations with Celena, the podcast where we discover inspiration, motivation, and information to help you live your best life. I'm your host, Celena, aka Sunshine, and each week we'll dive into conversations with guests who share their testimonies, insights, and advice. We'll explore topics that uplift, encourage, and empower you to be the best version of yourself you can be. So tune in and let's have some fun while we explore all that life has to offer. Keep it smiling, sunshine, and let's go. Hey, sunshine. Good morning. Good morning. How are you all on this beautiful Monday morning? I'm just going to pop in for a little bit just to say, whoo, child, take care of your mental health. So today is Mind Your Mental Health Business Monday. All right. So mind your mental health business. And that looks different for everyone. But before I get started, I just want to give a shout out to some of my my little sunshines that watch me in the morning, in the evening time. And this morning I didn't feel like showing my face. I was like, girl, it's been a weekend. But I remembered I had some little sunshines that was like, what Miss Sunshine face at? So here I am, and I want to give a shout out to some of them. And that is Miss Bailey, Miss Emily, Miss Legend, Miss London, Miss Skylar, and Mr. Baby J. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in sometimes to watch me. And that is such an encouragement. I had a young lady last night who said that, I believe it was her sister said, hey, have you ever seen Conversations with Celena? And she's like, girl, yeah, that's my baby. I was like, okay, then. So that was encouraging to me just to know that I am being watched. I am being talked about. I am being shared. And just the word is getting out that over here we're having conversations that are inspiration, motivation, and information. Okay. All right. And at the end of the day, we hope that it blesses you and empowers you to live your best blessed life. And guess who I am? I'm your smiling host, Sunshine. So if this is your first time, welcome. This is the morning edition of Conversations with Celena. Sometimes it's at 6, sometimes it's at 7, sometimes it might be at 8. I'm working on the consistency, so y'all just pray for me. Pray my strength in the Lord. All right, so mental health. That's a touchy subject right there. But over this weekend, we did have a couple conversations on the air and off that really talked about some tough topics and some things that, it doesn't always get laid out on the table. It's not the fun topics, but it's the necessary ones. And so, I realized that yesterday I had to unplug just because it gets to you. I'm just going to be honest. Just like that, it gets to you sometimes, and you do have to unwind, decompress, take care of yourself, unplug, quiet the noise, just your own noise that's going on, the chatter in your own head. And then sometimes the chatter of other people, because if you do have individuals that you can reach out to, that you can talk to, that's a sounding board, that is amazing. That is awesome. But even sometimes those people that you can talk to and can depend on, that day, they may not be as sensitive. They may not be as tuned in. They may not even let you get out what you're trying to say before cutting you off. And if y'all know me, that has turned out to be one of my pet peeves. Cut me off while I'm trying to say something. Oh, Lord. Then I have to go take me a couple deep breaths from that, because, we need to give each other the same amount of respect and room to express how we feel. to express the things that we're going through without feeling like you don't have anyone. And so even if your strong friend is not feeling so strong that day, don't cut them off and be like, no, you can't feel like that, or no, you shouldn't say that. Like, give them the opportunity, because mental health matters, and having someone to talk to is also, that also matters. Everyone doesn't have a therapist. Not everyone has a pastor that they can go talk to, or anyone that they can trust, and you might be their person. So be that person for someone, because mental health matters, good mental health. And if you're struggling, please find someone to talk to. And also, it's springtime now. It's time to get outside. Um, Try to take in some fresh air. I know when you inhale, you might feel like you're sucking up nothing but pollen, because my eyes have been itchy. Do you hear me? So I get it. I get it. But try to get outside the best that you can and soak in some of that beautiful sun and the blooms, um, the flowers, everything that's just changing over from winter, the dead trees and everything that's starting to bloom again. So go take in that beautiful scenery of things blooming and things coming back to life. And also, let's be careful what we eat, because just think about your mood when you finish eating certain foods. If you're like me, while you're eating it, you're like, you're all happy. And then once you get finished, you're like, so sluggish. So let's try to work on eating anti-sluggish types of foods. That way you will have the energy to go outside and to enjoy. So one thing leads right into another as far as mental health, eating healthy and exercise. It all plays a huge part in our mental health. And I just keep saying that over and over, because today is Mind Your Mental Health Business Monday. Instead of just mind your business, mind your mental health business on today. So this is Monday. We just getting started a new week. Let's make different choices. Let's make different choices. We're moving on into May. Time not waiting on us. Tomorrows are getting shorter and shorter. So you putting it off till tomorrow, you might as well go ahead and do it today, because tomorrow is already here. You blink and it's tomorrow. So go ahead and do it today. Whatever it may be that is going to help you in any area of your life. Let's not put it off. And I hope it's not like I'm rambling on this morning, because this right here, I get excited. I get excited. I can get emotional when I get to talking about mental health, just because I've struggled with it for a long time, and it gets misconstrued as something else. It doesn't get, sometimes mental health issues, they're not identified for what they are. They're misdiagnosed. And like I said, you can be misunderstood by people that are supposed to love you and take care of you. You're labeled as something that you're really not, because your mental health is not where it needs to be. So let's not judge people prematurely, and let's be a helping hand, a listening ear, for one another. So that's what I got to say about the mental health on this morning. And I gave a shout out to my little sunshines. Um, Ooh, let's see what else we got going on. Did I hit on everything? Decompress, take some time to yourself before I move on from the mental health. Take some time for yourself. Eat anti-sluggish type foods, move around, make the most of your days, maximize your days. And I know some days it's going to look different. Some days are going to look different. Yesterday, I wasn't very productive, but I was productive at the same time. I took care of my mental health. And that's what I needed to do. So in my book, that's very productive. To someone else, it may look like she ain't getting nothing done, because that's what I was saying for a little while. Girl, you didn't get anything accomplished today. But I was able to unplug and decompress, because the topics that we talked about, they were some tough things, and so be honest with yourself when you need to take some time. And you may have to let others around you know, listen, I need some time, because you have to let them know, because people cannot read your mind. And I think that's the mistake that we make sometimes. We think that others should know, like, you should know that I just needed a moment. You should have known that I needed a listening ear. I didn't call you for you to be grumpy and aggravated and short with me. I didn't even call you for a solution. I just called you for a listening ear. So, sometimes we think people automatically know these things, but you just have to communicate and say, listen, I need a listening ear. And so that's what I did this weekend or yesterday. Took care of myself. And I encourage you to do the same thing. So take some time for yourself, move around, make better food choices, all of the things that we've talked about previously. It just comes back around full circle, especially when you've experienced some type of, what do I want to call it? Because everyone may not have PTSD, but when you've experienced some type of trigger, I'm going to call it a trigger, then you're reminded of all the things that you need to do for your mental health. It should be important to you. It should be a priority to you. It's not going to be a priority to other people. So you have to make it a priority. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to gently remind you to mind your mental health business on today, this week. I'm thirsty. Whew. And we're moving into May. Maybe we could come up with some things that are mental health related in May that we can actively work toward increasing our mental health. I know this one girl, she loves to work out. If she listening, she probably know I'm talking about her. She absolutely loves being in the gyms. And you heard me right, gyms, plural. She loves being in the gym. But it is good for her mental health. It releases the stress. And stress causes all kinds of things to our bodies. And so let that stuff go. People, places, and things that no longer serve you, let them go. Even in that mind, let it go, and work on releasing it. You can do this. We're going to do it together. We're going to work on it together. So that's what I got to say this morning about mind your mental health business. Let's get a plan going. Write it down. Make it plain. Make it plain. And work the plan. Make the plan, write the plan down, and then work the plan. It's all in the execution. So what are you going to do today? You're going to mind your mental health business. There you go. And then fast forward to this Saturday. Well, tonight, we have a live on tonight, Monday at 7 o'clock. And then this Saturday, we're going to have just a meetup group. It's going to be a meetup group. Let me know if you want the link. It will be on Zoom, just to jump in and say cheers to 4 years and hopefully brainstorm on what we're going to do in 2025 as far as how am I trying to say that? As far as a trip. I don't know if that rolled off my tongue just right, but we're going to brainstorm in regards to our trip for 2025, since we skipped This year, we're going to try and plan to do something next year in 2025. All right, so tonight's guest is going to be Angelica Harris, and so I wanted to just go over and make sure I had her name correct. But yes, so Angelica Harris, she will be on with me tonight at 7 o'clock Central Time. So y'all be sure to come back and join Sunshine on tonight at 7 o'clock. And that's it. That's all, folks. That's it. That's all. Just take care of yourself. And if you're going through anything, and I'm sure that you are, know that it's already worked out. Just take a deep breath. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath and see that situation already worked out, because it is. We just have to go through and get to the other side. And the only way to get to the other side is not to quit. Keep going, keep pushing. You've already won. We're victorious over here. In spite of anything that has happened and despite of how it may look right now. We're not living in what it looks like right now. Yes, we've been present in the moment, but we know that it's already done in the same moment. So regardless of what it looks like, you and I, we have already won. And we thank God for that. And again, that's it. That's all. Y'all go share a smile, spread some sunshine. And y'all know I love to end each live with a kiss. Mwah. Keep it smiling, sunshine. Y'all have a great day.